In this short video, we collected best practices from our ambassadors worldwide on how to be a great host. Tip 1. Make everybody feel welcome.
And I'm a very social person. I'm a very, people-oriented person. So it's easy for me to help people, especially if they're new to the group. I make sure that I welcome them and always try to introduce them to other people. But what Dora said, I do every time, which is I stand by the door, by the front door, or the front whenever people come. So whatever event it is, I'm at the front, and I try to remember their faces. I try to remember their names. But if I don't, I always have a smile, and I make sure to make them feel very welcome. That is, to me, has been the key to our success here in Austin.
Tip 2. Use your strengths to complement each other in your ambassador team.
If you are an ambassador with another ambassador, if you're doing team ambassadorship, I would really take a look at who's better at what and let them do those things. I'm the better organizer, so Marcus lets me organize. And at the events, he's the better kind of, I would say, the communicator in the sense of going around and making everyone happy. So we've really used our talents as dual ambassadors wisely.
Tip 3. Make a good first impression.
The way that I really want to see the people who are signing up come along, the way that I would like them to keep coming is through the way that they are treated and the way that they are welcomed, and the sort of the perception of the exterior entry into the event is what I think gives a good first impression. We know that there are, when we meet someone for the first time, within 10 seconds or less, we sort of make a decision whether we like that person or not. And that's one of the things I like to incorporate into the event is what's the first impression that the members get.
Tip 4. Get easily accessible venues and check them in advance.
One of the things I like to do to try to find venues in Aachen is I like to find places that are easy to get to. You don't have to take a bus to them. You can generally walk to them. If a lot of the people want to bring friends, I always tell them to have their friends register. But if they bring friends, it's nice to have it a close place, because they'll meet. It's easier to meet in the center of town. Like I say, Aachen tends to be a little easier to do that because the center is relatively small. So how I find my venues is I keep them kind of centralized. I know the places. I've been there before. I know the amenities they have. I know the room sizes that they have. So I have the experience. So I would recommend finding venues is to go there beforehand, like you had said. Check it out, talk to people, talk to the wait staff, see how friendly it is.
Tip 5. Stay calm when dealing with unhappy members.
The only correct way to answer this question is to present yourself as a person who can handle criticism without being angry, defensive, vengeful, or arrogant. Yet not let others intimidate or blame you when you don't deserve it. So, there was a time when I was deeply hurt when a supervisor pointed out a mistake I made or an area in which I needed to improve, and I felt somewhat defensive. However, throughout the years, as I mature, I've learned that no one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, needs to improve in certain areas, so I shouldn't take criticism so personally.
Want to hear more helpful tips? Check out our InterNations Academy YouTube channel. Enjoy hosting your next event.